Guys, RIB here. So today we're going to talk about, love and trust being the new superpower. Love and trust being the new superpower. Now, what this is actually a lie, right? Because it's not a superpower, because it's actually hardwired within us. Hardwired within us. So if you watch the last one, if you haven't, just swipe to the side and you'll see it, right? So what I spoke about in that was how black and white unite and fight, or how unity makes us powerful. Disunity is impotence. It makes us weak, right? And how if you're doing something in your life which is creating unity, you're being part of the solution, right? And that's really what this is really all about. But get back to this. So love and trust. How does that play out, right? Now, you would have been or would have seen part of my story in the last one, about how it was a racist attack, brutal, right? That had an impact with me. It was at the age of 12, right? A kid back in the classroom put his hand up, talking about the 100 Years' War, and he commented, "Miss, yeah, it can't be the same people fighting, can it?" And it's not. So these two things, started to imbue, started to make me realize and see that love and trust is hardwired within us, right? Hardwired within us. So how does one cultivate love and trust? How do we do that? So this is what happened for me. So I mentioned before, I was the only black kid at school for 13, 14 years, right? And I mentioned before that the orphanage was pejoratively black. So how it began for me was every Sunday afternoon in our children's home. It was like Switzerland in the back garden, right? We'd have all the different colors of the rainbow: criminals, gangsters, rich kids, poor kids, well-educated kids, non-well-educated kids, right? And as I mentioned, for all the colors and religiosities that you could think of in our backyard in the children's home in London. And we'd play football, right? And see what this was doing for me, it was making me realize, that there are things that we can all relate, right? So we're all part of, and I heard this, the other day, which I mentioned in another one over here, but it's very current for me right now, which is, where we're all different cells in the same body, different cells in the same body. And that Sunday afternoon, that's what it gave to me, because what it was seeing all these different people, different ages, different backgrounds, different religiosities, all getting along, dumping their ego at the door, dumping their view of different people at the door, and just listening to each other, communicating, getting along, learning to see, what is similar with us. And this is where the love is building up, right? Because when we begin to see, and there's one other thing I want to mention here, that self-transformation is the access. Right? So throughout this time, I was beginning to see, when I failed my exams and had to go back to school and it was all black as opposed to being white, and I was like, oh, culture shock, right? So all of these things were beginning to create a picture for me, beginning to create a picture of, before it was ignorance that caused fear. Ignorance causes fear. But as soon as I begin to learn, I begin to grow, I begin to master, I begin to self-transform, it banishes ignorance, because I'm no longer ignorant, because I'm out there, I'm talking to people, I'm relating to people, right? So the minute I started to do that, then I started to see me in everyone, right? So that's where then the trust started to come in. And little bit by little bit, asking questions, realizing that no matter the color of your skin or the background that you follow, even a football team, because we're in England, right? Even a football team that you follow, there's something that unites us all. We're different sides of the same coin. We make different decisions and different choices, which gives us a different result, absolutely. But we're all we're all cells in the same body. All cells within the same body. And that's what I love. So once again, just reaching out to you guys there, just to see, for you to bring this to your awareness, right? If there's something that you're doing which is causing division or separation, think about it, right? Because division, separation is weakness, right? Whereas unity is power. Unity is power. All right? Okay, guys, I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.